Hello and welcome to a demo video by Searce about the topic of data quality in the retail industry. I'm going to share with you a screen of a retail data set that we have from a customer, and we're going to look at cloud data prep using Google Cloud to see what we can do to improve that data quality. Now we're looking at a data set that has multiple columns. One of them, for example, is the product category. Now you can immediately see that there are entries that have not set as the value for that string. So if I look up here, I'm going to see that all of the entries are valid. There are 12,783 valid values, and there are 12,783 rows in the data set, as I can see down here. So the tool interprets the string value of not set as a legitimate value. That is not the case. So we are going to replace the text or pattern in the product category that is equal to not set with an empty string. And you can see that it goes from not set to the empty string, and therefore that only 10,513 values are valid and the other ones are missing. So that actually improves the quality of the data set by making that explicit. In addition, I'm seeing that the currency code does have 873 missing values. That's not okay because every transaction has to have a currency dependent on the country. Now, the country, as given here, has a complete set of entries. That's awesome. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new column as a function, logical if statement depending on the country. We're going to have this new column called the corrected currency. And if the value of country is equal to the United States, then that currency is going to be the US dollar. And you can see in the preview for the new column to be made, called corrected currency, that if the country is United States, the currency is US dollars. And so I can see already before this is being computed what is being done in the sample of the data set. And I can go on and add entities for Singapore, et cetera, et cetera. So I can then produce myself a column that has all the correct values in it. Thirdly, I'm going to look at total transaction revenue here and see that many of them are null. Now, if the revenue is null, it means I don't know what the revenue was, and any kind of analytics on the basis of that are going to be erroneous. So I need to remove them. So if I go, I need to filter on the column values that are missing and see in red, these are the ones that have null revenue. I'm going to delete the matching rows to the rule and remove them. Our clients on this e-commerce website perform actions of certain types. Here is a list of these types, and of course the list is in numbers, so it doesn't translate to a human readable string. We're going to insert a condition, which is a case, on a single column, and this is going to generate a new column, which we might call action string. If that comparison value is equal to 0, we might say add to cart. If, however, the value is equal to 1, we might say remove from cart, and so on and so forth. And I can see both of these strings being added here for the cases that the numbers are 0 and 1. In case that the cases are not any one of these, I have to insert a default text to make sure that the entire column is filled with a legitimate entry. And here I then might say unknown action or something that makes sense in whatever case you are dealing with. And now I have a complete valid values column available with strings I can display on the website. And we can see that in ways like this, the total quality of our data set has improved. It has become more useful and more reliable. Now, the rules that I have entered here are not only going to be applicable to this particular data set statically as it stands before me, but I have saved those rules so that as the data comes in, item by item, live as the website is operational, all of those rules are applied to it, making sure that every single entry adheres to all of my quality criterion, and my data set not only is of good quality, but remains of good quality for all time to come. Thank you very much for your attention, and we hope to be able to improve your data quality very soon. Thank you.